Hey guys, Colby here. Welcome back to another raid video. Guys, two things that we're going to cover today. You've probably seen it already from the other creators, but I'm going to give my own thoughts and opinions while I cover the kit of the brand new loyalty program champion. As we figured out, it's going to be a loyalty program, but it's going to be a unique one with more info from a video that, Raid has posted already. I haven't seen anything yet. The kit of the new champion that is coming for everybody. I'm not that excited in terms of comparing it to other free champions we had before, but I would say if a new player is coming into the game, let's say they do a big promotion, would this champion be it? Would this champion be really giving them the edge over somebody who started and got, let's say, Wukong, or they got Artak? Is it kind of the same? Spoiler alert, I don't think so, but let's get started, guys. I want to show you, first things first, her kit. And then after that, we're going to move on to the video reaction and everything. So here we go. We have Chronicler Adelyn and her kit. It doesn't look that insane, right? Let's get started with the A1. Attacks one enemy, 50% chance of transferring one random debuff from this champion to the target. Also 50% chance on stealing one random buff from the target. What does this provide to a player out there? Well, when they're fighting, let's say the easiest dungeon of them all, the dragon dungeon, the dragon applies debuffs onto your team. One of those debuffs is poisons, I believe, and stun. The stun, unlikely that you'll be able to transfer it. It's not an instant transfer. Yeah, you won't be able to transfer it. So it's going to be the poisons that once she hits with her A1 skill, she'll be transferring them over. That's the only use case that I see, and it's not even 100%, which I find not right. Okay, let's go over the A2 healing script. Restores 25% of each ally's destroyed max health, then heals all allies by 25% of this champion's max health. This is a 3-turn cooldown if booked. Booked legendaries is not an easy thing to do, so using up your legendary skill books is kind of a how can I say it? It's a risk, right? It's a risk, no way around it. So yeah, it's gonna be risky going for the books here, but it's relatively worth it. Restoring max health can be very useful in situations like the Fire Knight, specifically from the dungeons, or the Sand Devil, which is much later on. But for the Fire Knight, that is where players find some difficulties fighting that boss, especially if you don't have the team to go against it and actually find that they can get an advantage over the boss, right? Restoring that max health can be useful, and the healing can be big. I mean, if you build her with 100,000 health, as an example, the heal will be big at 25k, plus whatever upgrades you do, plus masteries, and so on, maybe a set, and so on and so on. So, rid of sleep, that's her selling point, right? 3-turn cooldown if booked, single target, chance on placing sleep. This goes to 100%. 75% chance of placing a 30% decreased speed and a 50% decreased attack debuff on the target. How does this help you? This helps you against those very specific enemies that might be an issue fighting against. In let's say a dungeon, you want to try and sleep them. That's how I can see this as being useful. Also, you'll be able to apply a decreased speed and a decreased attack debuff on the target. I see this as an okay skill, nothing more. Unfortunately, this does not allow me to use Chronicler Adelyn, not even on the Sand Devil. You can try and use her, but the fact that she can place debuffs through block debuffs does not work for Sand Devil. It's not the same thing. So it is kind of an issue that there. It seems like a solution for there, but it's not really. And this one also requires the books to be relatively useful. You don't want to have a 5-turn cooldown to apply sleep on the Sand Devil. And for everywhere else, a 1-turn sleep debuff that is not 100% chance, it's not useful. You can use a stun set and do so much better with an AoE champion rather than use her. You only use her basically if you're lacking a heal, which is, it's not that hard to get a healer in this game. You can get some eventually when you're starting out, but I mean, it's not the best thing ever. If she had a revive, maybe that would have been better. So perceive weakness is her passive. Allies deal 3% more damage to targets for each debuff placed on them by this champion, right? Interesting. Okay, guys, as a passive, how does this work with her kid. The sleep debuff, that will count as a way to do more damage, right? Until the enemy is awoken from sleep, but they get awoken immediately when they take damage. So it's not going to benefit every single one of your damage dealers. It's going to benefit the first one. So that's 3% you lose after the first hit. After that, decrease speed and decrease attack, that is okay. That is 2 debuffs, that is 6% damage boost. And that is it. There's no other debuffs that you can apply. Maybe debuffs count the ones that you will be transferring with the A1. That can count. Not all enemies can receive a decreased speed debuff. Okay. I believe the dragon cannot receive a decreased speed debuff, and the ice golem cannot receive one because they cannot get Terminator controlled. Spider and Fire Knight, you can apply the decreased speed though. So ally accuracy boosted by 60. That is another selling point, which I find a little bit better. If I can give her a rating right now out of the gate, I'm gonna give her like a 6 out of 10. 6 out of 10, average, below average, in the sense of, all right, I'm not gonna give 5 out of 10, but an average for me would be 7. It's not. It's a stupid explanation, but it's a 7, right? So that's her. I'll be testing her out pretty soon and giving you guys my thoughts. She will be a part of a 14-day loyalty program, which we're gonna go over and see the video that Pliam has made. So let's go.
Got a very special sneak peek for you today. Our focus is on an exciting upcoming event that's all about you, the community. Introducing Community Weeks. What exactly is Community Weeks? Well, spanning almost a full month, this event celebrates you. We'll have a few different activities happening throughout that time, so let's dive in and see what's coming. We're kicking things off with a free legendary champion. Meet Chronicler Adelyn.
All right.
This bookworm is an amazing support champion, proving that the pen can be mightier than the sword. Adeline is made even more special by the fact that she can bypass the block debuffs buffs when placing her own debuffs. She can also restore destroyed HP and put enemies to sleep without hitting them. She's gonna slot right into your Sand Devil teams. Look out, Alname. Adelyn's coming for you. Getting your hands on Adeline couldn't be easier. You just need to log in for 7 different days between April 11th and July 8th. But for Community Weeks, we're taking it to the next level.
Nice.
This isn't your average login reward.
Okay, so if you log in for 14 days, you get a 2-star blessing for her, plus some other stuff. But overall, a 2-star blessing is kind of nice. You get some health. They'll give out some 6-star artifacts as well, and you get some health, and you get the attack bonus as well.
Program.
The health is
there
the biggest
are 14 days worth of login rewards, double the amount as usual, including a rank 2 perfect soul for Adeline, and so much more. And that's just phase 1. Phase 2 only starts once you've claimed all 14 rewards available in Phase 1. In Phase 2, you'll simply need to earn points by winning battles in multiple different game modes over the next 3 weeks.
Okay.
Each milestone you reach with points will unlock even more rewards, including split souls to get Adeline to level 5 of Awakening. Oh, and one more thing. If you don't claim all of the rewards from Phase 1 before July 8th, they'll be replaced with the equivalent reward, but for the epic Orc Champion, Shaman. You will miss out on a unique Adeline-themed avatar, though, so be sure to log in and get those rewards. Getting a free legendary champion is pretty cool, but what about helping to create one? Meet Vault Keeper Wixwell. He's going to be your May...
Yeah, so I like the fact that you'll be able to get her 5-star blessing on her. That can translate into a Brimstone blessing, which I find very significant to add on top of her kit, because the Brimstone will be an additional debuff, increasing your damage by 3%. So it does make sense, right, to use Brimstone on her. The 5-star blessing will lead to a protected Brimstone, but not a guaranteed one though. So you'll still need accuracy.
Fusion champion, but there's something a little special about him. You're going to be voting on his skill set. There's going to be 4 rounds of voting between April 11th and April 25th. Where you'll get to vote between 3 options for each of his 4 skills. Each round will feature a damage-focused option, a support-focused option, and a defense-focused option for you to vote on. The first round will be for Wixwell's 3rd active skill, which will act as the cornerstone of his kit. After that, you'll then vote on his 2nd active skill, then his default skill, and finally, his passive skill. The details of when each round of voting takes place is on screen now. Mark your calendars and get campaigning. Wixwell could be
You know what the funny thing is? If people vote, like 1 week they vote for the A3 being a damage dealing one, the A2 being a support one, and then the A1 being something else, it's gonna be so stupid to have that as part of his kit.
A crazy combination of attack, defense, and support, or a perfect hybrid. It's all up to you. When will you find out the results? Well, glad you asked. Vaultkeeper Wixwell's skills will be revealed after another major component of Community Weeks, our first ever Raid Community Awards show. This is a glitzy awards ceremony, celebrating those who made the biggest impact on the game in 2023.
Director R. Bitter.
We couldn't have a community awards show without our community choosing some of the winners. As part of the Raid Community Awards, we're giving you the chance to vote for the winners in one particular category, the Community Choice Awards. Between April 10th and April 25th, you'll be able to vote on several categories that will all feature in the Community Choice section of the Raid Community Awards. Don't worry about missing out. We'll put the links all over social media and in the game itself. We've already got our nominee shortlist sorted, with fan artists, meme makers, cosplayers, and content creators all getting their moment in the spotlight. You can only cast a single vote for each award, so choose carefully. The Raid Community Awards will premiere on the official Raid YouTube channel on May 3rd, so grab your best tuxedos and ball gowns. The show will also include some fun facts about Raid over the years, as well as some surprise guests. All right, that's enough spoilers. We can't wait to see you there. And that's it for today's sneak peek.
Yeah, that was actually pretty cool. Just voting the skills of a champion, having Chronicler Adelyn there as getting the 5-star is huge. The raid awards thing, I like it. We used to have the Saffron Man do his thing, but he quit, and part of him quitting, I mean, it's somebody else took the lead, right? I like it. The awards show, if I'm being honest, in the past years were more so like popularity contest. So Ash would be winning most of the time, how Hades would be winning most of the times. So I like that this year they're going to introduce some other people, non-English speakers, as part of like a competition. Meme makers, you know, the cosplay, probably Lila will win every single one of those. I haven't even checked if I'm in any of the categories. I doubt it. But guys, this was the video on today. I just wanted to go over Chronicler Adelyn. I will be introducing another video soon, more guided towards beginners, because that's what I think is going to be most appealing to everybody out there. I don't think she is going to be used by any of the endgame players. So I'm just going to make it a completely beginner-friendly guide with an unbooked with minimal gear Chronicler Adelyn. So that's today, guys. Thank you all. Subscribe. I'll see you in the next one. See ya.